Alright guys, so Champa got his Dokkan Awakening on Global, and he becomes a monster of a unit, a very, very strong support type unit for a lot of units that are actually pretty good. He also is able to have a pretty good chance at getting a large attack buff. So Champa, I would say, is actually quite a decent unit. Now I'm going to go ahead and rainbow him now. I mean, this video is going to be weird, right? So I'm rainbowing him early before tech hit comes to JP. But I'll go ahead and finish this video out and we'll showcase this Champa at 100% once hit is actually officially on JP. Because then Champa will get his Dokkan Awakening, we'll be able to power up all of those Universe 6 characters, and Champa will be pretty damn good. Like, they turned him from one of the worst SSRs to a really, really good unit. Alright guys, so we're zoomed ahead of, I don't know, about a month and a half. I recorded the first part of this, I believe, towards the end of February during the 4-year anniversary. Now, of course, we're at the start of April. I wanted to get this Champa rainbowed back then during the 4-year anniversary because, you know, I was using so many orbs at the time. I was like, let me go ahead and rainbow this guy now, just so that when he does get his awakening, I make sure that I'm able to keep him rainbowed. Because, again, with Champa's Dokkan Awakening now, he is very, very good. He becomes a ridiculously top-tier option to run on this Universe 6 team. Now, I will say this. He maybe is not quite as important now that the farmable Vados is also in Dokkan. But, you know, he is still phenomenal, an outstanding unit, a very good support type unit, and he can do very good damage himself if you get his passive off. So, let me go ahead and level him up, and he's on 3 different category teams now, right? The Secrets of the Dragon Ball team, Realm of Gods, and then the Universe 6 team. I mean, he's a Universe 6 support type unit only, so he's really only going to be good on that one team. Because there's not Universe 6 allies on Realm of Gods, really, or the Secrets of the Dragon Ball. I mean, Vados is also on Realm of Gods, but, like, they're both support type units. So, you know, Champa really is basically just for that Universe 6 / Universal Survival Arc team. So, I'll finish leveling him up, and we'll go into an event. Alright guys, so we're here on the Realm of Gods team. Now, here's the thing about Champa, right? Champa is a fantastic support unit for Universe 6. 2 key, 40% attack and defense, godly. But he also has a medium chance of a 200% attack buff. Now, I do want at least one rotation in this video with Champa at 200% attack, but, I mean, we're talking, it could potentially take, like, hours to get, like, his max attack stat. I don't know, it would probably be, it might be on the Realm of Gods team. Like, I think Champa with AGL Weskai and the Supreme Opie of Time probably would be Champa's highest attack rotation. Probably. I think. That would be Champa without Fierce Battle, though. And, you know, you would need both Champa's 25 to 30% chance of, you know, 200% attack to activate, as well as both of the Supreme Opie of Time. Both of her 20% attacks have to activate as well. So we're talking like a very, very crazy RNG chance to see like his best rotation. So I'm going to be satisfied in this video if we just get one rotation where we see him get the 200% active. That's really all I'm concerned about. Okay, 700,000, that's definitely not it. You know, if he gets his 200% attack, you know, he's going to be way up, you know, close probably to 2 million. Okay, so he does take a lot of damage from SCR Goku. Now, I actually don't remember what I gave Champa in the potential system. I went with crit. I kind of wish I had gone with dodges now, just because, like, Champa's going to be used more as a support unit rather than a generic hard hitter, because you can't really rely on that hard hitting. So, if I could go back and change it, I would certainly make sure that Champa would have 15 dodge. I would prefer that more. But, you know, I mean, because, you know, he's only really going to be able to do good damage when you get that 200% attack. And, like, I'm not all damage all the time, bleeding every little, you know, extra 5 damage that you can. I like the chance to dodge for a support type unit like Champa better than the crits. But I'm definitely not going to waste orbs to reopen the nodes. So, alright, let me, you know, go and fast forward a bit. Let's get a rotation where we've got AGL Weskai here, Supreme Opie of Time, and then Champa, same rotation. Alright guys, so this is the rotation for Champa. This is a really, really good rotation for Champa too, because if we take a look at his links, he has Godly Power, Connoisseur, More Than Meets the Eye, The Innocence, Over 9,000, Shocking Speed, and Fierce Battle. So he has a lot of attack links. Godly Power, More Than Meets the Eye, The Innocence, Over 9,000, and Fierce Battle, all attack links. Now, we're actually going to be able to get Godly Power, More Than Meets the Eye, and The Innocence active on this rotation right here. We don't have Fierce Battle or Over 9,000, but remember, Supremo Pie of Time has a chance of giving a double, 20% attack buff, so 40%. Then, of course, AGL West Kai, she also gives 40%. So this is a strong rotation for Champa right here. And then remember, Champa, that 40% attack he gives the Universe 6 allies, he himself is getting hit with that. So, if his passive actives, he's essentially giving himself 240%. If we get that right here, cool. But I think it'll be over 1 million regardless. 1.96. I think he got his passive right there. Am I crazy, or did he get his passive? I don't know that just the double, well, I guess the triple 40% support, that would not have gotten him to nearly 2 million. Wow, you're kidding me. We actually just got his passive on that rotation. I'm almost completely positive we did. Because let's see. So he had probably 40% from all three of them. And then he had several links active. Yeah, because his attack is only 12,700. So his passive was definitely active there. So, I mean, there we go. Wow. All right. I didn't expect for it to be so easy to see what exactly our boy Champa was able to do there. We got really, really lucky. Because, again, the chances that you're going to get his passive to activate on the same rotation you have those other two units together are very, very low. So we got super lucky there. Okay, so now what we'll do is we'll go ahead and we'll just hop into a normal event with the Universe 6 team and then just kind of see how Champa works over on that team. Alright guys, so I'm finishing out this event. We got a Dokkan attack with Champa. So I figured, you know what, whatever. Also, it looks like he got his passive again because he's at 1.53 million. No, he's at 700,000. Never mind, I'm crazy. We definitely had his passive active. I'll toss this in here. I know some people like to see a Dokkan attack with the unit, but like, I mean, Dokkan, listen, the attack stat is very important. That's a proper way to judge units, but damage dealt, it's just like every boss has varying levels of damage reduction depending on what phase you're in. There's a billion factors like defense. Did you lower defense? Is there, there's so much that goes into damage that it's not really a proper measuring stick for units, I feel like, but their attack stats. That is the proper way to measure a lot of these units. So that's why I'm not really too showing a Dokkan attack with the unit. But I mean, since I was getting it, I figured, sure, let's just go ahead and throw that in there. Alright guys, so now we're over here on the Universe 6 / Universal Survival Arc team. I mean, here's the thing, right? There's the Universal Survival Arc is one of the best category teams. Like, all the recent characters from Dragon Ball Super, like, all those cards are super overpowered, right? So a category where all of those units are basically together on a team, they just become ridiculous, insanely strong. So, like, one thing that's going to be very important is, like, how to mix the Universe 6 characters with the Universal Survival Arc characters, because I think, to get max damage, like the optimal team, I believe, has Hit as the leader. Like, the optimal Universal Survival Arc team has Hit as the actual leader. So you're going to want to, like, Hit is very, very good, for his leader skill on these category teams. Like, again, the one really, disappointment I myself have with Hit, because he's blown me away with his damage dealing capabilities, is just the fact that he's basically only on this one team, right? Oh, damn. I really wanted to see what Kefla could do right there with Champa on rotation. Oh, well. Whatever. So, we're, here's the thing. Champa is a support type unit. So, at a certain point, it is sort of hard to show, completely what he's able to do. I mean, we were able to get his max attack stat rotation on the Realm of Gods team. I would imagine he's not able to get an attack stat as high on the Universe 6 team, but I'm not completely sure. Because Vados probably would have a part in it. I don't think there's, a unit that completely links up perfectly with Champa, though. That's another thing. My Hit, by the way, I've given him a little bit more orbs, so he's a little bit closer to 100%. I'm probably we're gonna do the Rainbow Champa video. We're gonna do the Rainbow Vados video. I'm gonna Dokkan Awaken Rainbow Vados, Awakener from the events. And then I'll do my Rainbow Hit showcase at that point, because I want to make sure, you know, we can completely maximize Hit. And in order to do that, we definitely would need, like, Champa Awaken and stuff like that. Okay, so I guess we'll just leave Jiren here. Now, Jiren is a very, very strong partner for Hit. I probably will do a video just sort of basing, like, on that rotation. Like, if you guys remember, I did that video on LR Trunks and EZA Rage Trunks together, right? I kind of, like, showed, like, how ridiculous they were together. Like, LR Trunks is a unit, you know, I've downplayed a lot. You know, a lot of that's one thing a lot of people have disagreed with me, right, is my ranking of LR Trunks. I mean, with him on that rotation with EZA Rage Trunks, I certainly see what people were saying. Like, LR Trunks is in no way bad or anywhere close to it. And, like, I really do see the merit of LR Trunks above, say, LR Majin Vegeta, because LR Trunks does not have a defensive buff, but after he super attacks, he does. And his defense skyrockets to where even in Super Battle Road, he could take double digits from super attacks without defensive items up, provided he's getting some additional super attacks. Whereas, you know, LR Majin Vegeta or LR Gohan or LR Broly, they all get crushed. They get cream pied over in Super Battle Road. So, you know, I certainly see what people mean, like, when they talk about how good they think LR Trunks is, right? You know, I think Hit is another example of a unit that maybe I was a bit wrong on, because, like, the damage he's able to do, it's just very high. Like, because of the fact that he gets his attack buff on super attack, like, you know, he's going to work better with more traditional support type units like Champa, like Vados, and it's just going to make him look really, really good. I probably will also try, like, once I get, like, a lot of these, you know, Rainbow Universe 6 kind of showcases over, because I rainbowed Kabe and I rainbowed Kale a while back, but I was waiting for Hit and Champa to come out before I showcase them. So I'm going to do videos on Rainbow Kale and Rainbow Super Saiyan 2 Kabe, which I don't think I've ever done. We'll have those coming up very, very soon. Okay, so this is going to be a really good rotation for all of these units right here. And again, I'm probably going to come back to this in the future, in, you know, maybe a week or so, and do a video just on this rotation of Hit and Jiren. And just the fact that, I really would prefer if you didn't stun my Hit right here so we could see what Hit is able to do, but whatever. And he stuns him, of course. all right, that's fine. But, you know, the reason Jiren and Hit work so well together, one reason, is the fact that Jiren has that medium % chance to stun the entire enemy rotation. And then remember, Hit basically gets up to 200% attack when the enemy is stunned. So at that point, like, the two of them work incredibly well together. And it's very like LR Goku and Frieza, where LR Goku and Frieza, they need the enemy to have their attack lowered first before they're able to get that last part of their passive, right? Because, like, Hit can stun on his own attack, but that's not going to count as him having his full passive active, right? Just like LR Goku and Frieza. So that's another important thing to sort of consider. But all right, so I'm thinking that this attack will probably finish our boy Hit off. Let's go ahead and take a look at the sort of breakdown here for our boy Champa here. Very, very good unit. We were able to actually see him with his passive activated very early, which is nice. And he almost got to a 2 million attack stat. So at a support type unit that gets to basically 2 million attack is very, very impressive. Champa is, no doubt about it, just a very strong unit. Like, I think Akatsuki and Bandai, they did a fantastic job actually making that Champa, like, what he is. Like, giving him the support type passive, as well as keeping that attack buff that he had before when he was, you know, essentially the worst SSR in the game. Like, it's very, very good. But, alright, so now let's just go ahead and take a look at our boy Champa. Alright, guys, so here's our boy Champa, who I think is probably in the running for the best Dokkan Awakening of all time. Like, you know, look at how Champa was before his Dokkan Awakening versus after. Champa may have gotten the biggest improvement of any card ever, right? And I don't think, like, you know, LRs would count, like, comparing, like, what LR Gohan does as an SSR versus his LR form, by the way. I mean, that's sort of cheating, because, yeah, like, LR Gohan gets ridiculous once he's an LR. He gets that extra key per orb. That's what makes LR Gohan just so ridiculous. But, like, you know, just for, like, normal units, right? who have Dokkan Awakenings and stuff like that, Champa's might be the best we've ever seen. So this is Dominance through Destruction Champa. His leader skill is Universe 6 category key 3 and 120% stats, or physical type key 3 and 70% the stats. So right away, that's very, very good. His leader skill, like this, again, this unit, like, let me take a look at his SSR. Like, does the Dokkan Wiki have it listed when the original Champa came out? Yeah, okay, here we go. So, original Champa came out in August of 2016 on JP, and he came out in December of 2016 on Global. So this is a unit who's been around for, I mean, closing in on 3 years now, and they turned him into a unit with a very good leader skill. That is very free-to-play friendly. So, I mean, I always tell people not to Baba any SSRs until you get them fully duped out. But, like, you know, a lot of people want to be cheeky and be like, oh, Champa's useless, I'm bobbing him. Well, this is what happens. But now that EZAs are a thing too, you should never Baba an SSR. You will regret it. You will regret it. They're making a lot of old units just really, really good nowadays. Because there's so many different category teams, I feel like that's one reason Dokkan is not scared to make some of these units, like, ridiculous. Like, you know, free-to-play units that are stuck on one category, but are, like, absolutely insane, right? So, that's good. Champa's super attack is the Sphere of Destruction, which does supreme damage and greatly lowers defense. His passive skill, Peculiar Proposition, is Universe 6 category allies 2 key and 40% attack and defense. Insanity. I love category support type units like Champa. Very, very good. This is exactly how I think Dokkan needs to continue building World Tournament reward cards, by the way. I think SCR Goku Black, the more I've thought about it, I do think he is the best World Tournament reward card of all time. I know people, like, meme me out when I do that. Like, oh, here we go. Like, I know one comment, someone said, every card is the best card in the game, the truth. But it's like, yo, like, that SCR Goku Black is just ridiculous for the Future team and the Time Traveler team. Like, you know, he's a very, very good support type unit. So, like, that's a perfect way. Like, you know, World Tournament reward cards being category support units, I think is the best thing. And then, like, you know, they even gave Champa the medium chance of 200% attack. Like, they let him keep that, which is very useful. I mean, we saw it activate once in the video, and he got nearly a 2 million attack set, so he's very, very good there. His links are Godly Power, Connoisseur, More Than Meets the Eye, The Innocence, Over 9,000, Shocking Speed, and Fierce Battle. So he's got decent enough links. I'm sure he could work well with a Beerus card. Like, for example, I don't know, if you want to try and maximize LR Beerus, let's say you have LR Beerus, right? Or Tech Beerus, and you want to try and maximize them. But, like, you know, let's say you have Tech Beerus, but you don't have LR Beerus. Or you have LR Beerus, but you don't have Tech Beerus. Then, you know, you could try and run, like, Champa with them. I suppose that's something you could try and do to sort of maximize them, because they do share a lot of the same links, you know, Godly Power, Connoisseur, Innocence, Shocking Speed, Fierce Battle. They do work well together. Champa has a 145% 12-key multiplier, very good. And then he is on 3 category teams. We saw him on 2 of them, right? So the Realm of Gods team, because I figured that would probably give him his best attack stat with the 2 great supports. He's also on the Seekers of the Dragon Well team. I did not show him on this team, but that's because, like, you know, he's the only Universe 6 unit on this team. I mean, you can use him, but, you know, there's just way better units to use over there than this Champa. And then also, he is finally on the Universe 6 category. Keep in mind that he is not on the Universal Survival Arc, so if we eventually get some other sort of leader, like Universal Survival Arc and Realm of Gods, for example, I don't know, just picking, you know, things out of a hat, Champa would not work on the team anymore, you know, so Hit, having one of the best leader skills in the game, Universe 6 plus Universal Survival Arc, does make it so that we're able to rock Champa on that team, and, you know, he's going to fit very well, because there's a lot of really good Universe 6 units on there, like Kale, like Caulifla, you know, like the Super Saiyan 2 Kabe, who's quite strong. All of them will work really well over there. So, alright guys, there's Champa, very solid unit. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.